Hello and welcome back to Space Engineers. My name is Rabenschild, still building the framework for this massive ship, and I'm not sure if I overdid it, but I kind of like it. So today, I'm a bit unplanned at the moment because I used most of the time. It's Tuesday today because tomorrow, on Wednesday when this video will be out, I don't have a lot of time to record. So I took the time today and did some work with some mods, took a look at the mod pages and read some stuff, and I have decided for some mods that I want to put into the game. Most of them are not mods that add in blocks. Most of them are mods that add in encounters or something like that. I had a bit of discussion with people about the things I said in the last episode. Ramethab helped me on my Discord, went into I don't remember his name in the cannot tell you right now, but Ramethab helped me choosing some mods, not choosing, but made some suggestions, some good ones, and some of the stuff he suggested is in here. Then I wanted to say that I had some discussion with people about the other things I said about how people are, or in my opinion, some people in the community right now are kind of jumping on a very negative bandwagon when it comes to space engineers. And I have the feeling that this is a thing that some of the space engineers community is doing anyways. And I don't know why. Orc Sniper told me that he kind of has to disagree with me, that he thinks space engineers should be finished and should be all this. And one thing, and I told him in the comments, I never said they should just end it. What I said is they definitely need to keep the promises they made now in the interview with Captain Jack, and that the promises was we will finish it and make it into a game that runs as well as you, not you want it to run, but that's basically what was said. We want to get rid of all the problems that the game still has. And he made some comments about that there are a lot of games that are a lot more finished in that time and a lot more playable than Space Engineers. And I that might be the case. I want to hear examples of that. But yes, there are games that definitely are a lot more finished. Early access titles, and there are also finished titles that still get updated and get more stuff in. And that's also true, but I'm always shying back from the what was that? I'm always shying back from the comparison of space engineers to other things, and especially when it comes to stuff like, for example, Minecraft. Minecraft is a game that is officially out, but Minecraft still has problems, and Minecraft still gets updates, yes, and bug fixes, yes. Minecraft sold millions and millions of copies with with billions of dollars behind it, kind of now. That's not space engineers. And again, Merrick and I know it. Again, for me it sounded worse too when he did the Q&A. Merrick didn't say we want to leave the game now and just leave it behind. That's a narrative that is conveyed by certain people, I have the feeling. And this narrative is, at the moment, not right. There is all this talk about abandoning the game, and that's not what is happening objectively right now. The game is still developed, the game is still getting updates, and I don't see where this whole... The only thing where I see this whole, Merrick will abandon the game comes from is from someone that is, in my opinion, pushing a wrong narrative. But that's my opinion. I will not say that it is completely true, and it might bite me in the end, because it could be that Merrick and Keen Software House at one point just stops developing the game, and everybody will say, "Hey, yeah, you were wrong," and then I will definitely admit that. And again, I didn't say they definitely will. What I said is, now, after the update, we have something that we can hold up to Keen and say, here, that's what was promised, that the game will be done in the end. Maybe it doesn't get all the features everybody wants, because that's not possible. You cannot make a game that has all the features that everybody wants. That's just not possible. And if you think that is possible, then you are wrong. No game has every feature that everybody out of the community wants. So I'm still waiting for the things Orc Sniper, for example, said. Again, there are other games, and I'm still waiting for examples there, because I could come up with examples, and some other persons already did that and made alternatives to Space Engineers. All the alternatives that were given are games that are not ready, not done, not out yet, and that's just whew, because you cannot say we have a better alternative to Space Engineers with a game that is also not done and not workable yet, not playable yet, or whatsoever. Don't know. I'm waiting for examples there, because that's a thing that interests me. Maybe there are good examples out there that say, no, this game is doing something a lot better than Space Engineers. Then I'm definitely interested in seeing that and hearing that. Definitely, because, hey, I'm playing Space Engineers now for nearly 4 years, and or playing Space Engineers for YouTube nearly 4 years, and it would really interest me if there's stuff out there that is a lot better and works a lot better, and maybe I didn't see it. Everybody will now say Empyrean has the same problems, not the same problems, they're different problems, whereas things are buggy, things don't run really well, and every early access game has to fight with stuff like that. I played, yeah, I played Astroneers. Astroneers is not done. Planetary, not planetary. How is that called? Now I would have to take a look at my channel and see. I played another game on the channel that has similar mechanics, but concentrates at the moment mostly on planetaries, travel, and rovers and all that stuff. And that's also not done, and also not perfect. Struggles with performance, and then I played Starmade. Starmade took such a turn from what they wanted to do now to a, in my opinion, a bit more strategy game. And I don't see it that there is stuff out there that is objectively early access stuff that is objectively so much better. One thing Orc Sniper said is that the price tag doesn't mean anything. You could say that, but on the other hand, what I said was that for the $13 you paid for it. I didn't say the $13 now justify that they can stop it or in any way something like this. What I said is for the $13 we got a lot, and it's just hypocritical to say you hadn't have fun with it because you absolutely didn't get what you always wanted from it. That's just that. Then stop playing it, and that's one thing I always want to write under the videos of the person that made the attacks. Stop playing it then. If you don't want to support it anymore, then stop playing it. But still playing it seems to do a lot for the person. I'm getting too much into the dramatic corner of the space engineers community, and I don't want to be there because I want to be fairly neutral when it comes to the game. And again, I see that there are problems. I don't say that Space Engineers doesn't have problems. What am I searching for? Thrusters. That's what I'm searching for. And gyroscopes, and again, I'm not saying that I should fight for Space Engineers with all my might, because I still could be disappointed in the end. But I think I will not be disappointed because the game at the moment does what they, or the developers at the moment still do what they promise to us. It takes a long time, yes. And Marek sounds awfully bored when it comes to Space Engineers, but in my opinion, Marek always sounds awfully bored, and I'm not sure where that comes from. Marek maybe has other things in his head that he wants to do, and not. I don't know. He has may have some other things to concentrate on, and so we don't know. We just don't know. Gyroscopes, and I want the build and repair system. Good. What I'm doing here at the moment is still building, again, on this huge ship. I want to have and that's one thing I want to do now. I want to get away from the drama side of it all and maybe concentrate now on what I'm building here and explaining how hopefully it will look, and man, it will be big. But let me make just a shortcut. Then we go over the ship, and then we go over some of the mods that I installed. That's the thing I wanted to talk about, but I slipped back into the thing. Good. Back in a sec. Good. Okay, this ship here will be the new mothership for my fleet and for my game. I want to go out exploring. That has to do with some of the mods I installed. I installed the enhanced exploration mod again. So I will hopefully, if I go out there, find more and nicer stuff. Like broken down ships, debris fields, traders, something like that. And I want to use this ship to have a base that I can park somewhere and then go out from there exploring. I want to fly this to the other planets and then from there, from this ship, go to the surface, work on stuff there. Because now I also installed planetary cargo ships, so we should be able to find stuff on planets. And I also installed a mod that I can't take a look at right now. A mod that brings encounters to planets, so you can find crashed ships on planets. You can find enemy planetary bases on planets. I hope that this brings back a few of the bases that are on this or that were on this planet after deleting it, or after the game deleted it and I had to bring it back in. I might have lost some of these, and so it would be nice to get something similar like that back. I also installed Corruption. That's a mod that is used by Captain Shack on his streams, where he basically has drones coming in that are a lot more vicious than the pirates. Until now, I didn't see a lot of it. Maybe it really has to kick in. I will take a look. With playing with these mods, I will take a look at how they work, and if I'm doing something wrong there, maybe they need a new world. If that's the case, then I will just not use them. I saw a ship from the Corruption coming through, but that was a normal ship. In other videos by Shakespeare Plays and by Captain Shack, they are really aggressive, and here that was just a flyby, so nothing really special. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm looking forward to see if these. Looking forward to see if these mods really do something for the world. Will hopefully give me the necessary drive to. Oh man, now I'm getting the burps. To to have some things until hopefully the survival changes come in. So that would be nice. I also installed some more that stuff that I brought in for me, some decorations, Isis decoration mod. I also brought in some more armor variants. I want to test them out more because I try to build something with the less steep slopes, the two slopes, and then I went up. Problem with them is that, for example, this here, there's no way that you can have slopes like this and then the same slopes going up and then make such a nice transition. That's not possible with normal armor blocks. And I tried a long time to do that. I hope that in one of the armor block mods that I've put in has something similar, so I maybe could change that or something like that. I'm not sure yet. I didn't take too much of a look. I started playing the game today relatively shortly before I started recording, but you can see that here's some heavy armor, different slopes, different corners. I had these slabs installed, and I had House.Space light armor blocks installed, but they didn't provide me with what I wanted to have. I brought in the dynamics mod. I hope that in the future I can do some stuff with that. There might be some nice things coming up I definitely want to test, and so it would be nice to do maybe something with them. Some of the mods I've brought in really concentrate on the planets, because I was really adamant about the planets not being interesting, and at the moment I'm still standing with that. I will have to go back at one point and see how the mods changed the planets, or if that... See, what's this? This is a normal pirate. The pirates and these corruption things are in different factions. So we have the corrupt and the normal space pirates. So I hope that this works. Not sure. We will have to see. I also have another mod installed that I'm now forgetting about. Oh no, I didn't. But I'm still taking a look at We Are Pirates? Ah man, now I forgot how this mod is called. It's a mod that brings in more pirates and makes some of the pirates a lot more aggressive. So I'm planning for armament on the ship. And the most armament will be the laser mod. I have it installed now for ages, but micro advanced rotor. Oh, where does that come from? I'm not sure if I installed that. I have to take a look at it. Where is it? Here, this gimbal laser mod. This one really interests me. It has you have to have a network for the lasers, and they look so nice. You can have the lasers here on slopes, and you can have them straight normal, and I think there's more. You can have them in normal blocks, and then just the top sticks out there, and it just turns. It doesn't have the full turning radius of the normal weapons. But I kind of like that. This is another laser mod that interests me because it's the lasers themselves are looking a bit more realistic. There was another laser mod that had that by Darth Biomech, and some other energy weapons used. Here I've built one up there. That will not work at the moment because it's not connected. Before it worked without the connection, but now it has to have a connection to a grid system. I had another laser mod that had relatively realistic looking laser weapons. These ones are neat because they work, but they are not too realistic. They have this a bit old school looking laser weapons, more 60s, 70s laser weapons, and not these relatively realistic looking laser weapons. I hope that this other laser mod, it's another energy weapons mod that uses now the same model. Maybe I have to take a look at that. The problem is that they usually bring a whole lot of other stuff with them, and the other stuff is stuff I don't really want. So I have to take a look if someone updated Darth Biomech's mod there, and maybe I can use that again. Good. Let us go over the ship for just a second, because at the moment there's no real stuff defined except that this will be the main hull with production and storage and the bridge and power production and the main drive and all that stuff. This site nacelle, it's not a nacelle, this side piece here will be a hangar module, and you can see that it will be really not symmetrical. So this part will be attached with some tubes to the main hull, and where you can walk through and then go into the hangar. The hangar will be connected with conveyor tubes. I have deliberately let some openings in the ceilings and in the bottom or in the floors of the whole thing, and also have the same in the 2 levels I have for the ship itself. It resembles the Empress just a bit. Most of the most of the inspiration comes from, again, Homeworld, but I also took some ideas from there's great subreddits. That there's, for example, one that is imaginary starships or spaceships or something like that, or imaginary technology, with great concept art for spaceships and cars and all this stuff. And I definitely took a lot of inspiration from this. I want to have this, for example, it's not a tube, this will be closed, and it is not the bridge. It's, I don't know, maybe it will be a power module. I could put some reactors in here. The bridge should be somewhere in this slope or in front of the slope, hanging a bit below the whole thing. That is similar to the Duchessa or the Empress. And then energy production in the back. I'm not sure how much yet. I want to hang some cargo containers and some fuel tanks below the ship in front. I had a similar thing going on with the Empress there. I hope it will be neat. I hope it will still be a ship that works pretty well. And then I will put a lot of these lasers around the ship so it is well defended. That's one thing that I definitely want to have. I will not concentrate on too many attack weapons because for example, these plasma throws here are pretty good when it comes to destroying things. So these will be the main attack weapons. These will mostly be defensive weapons. We will have to see how that works out, or if I need more guns for this whole thing. It gives me... It's weird, but building a ship gives me a lot more satisfaction than... I don't know. I made this weird scale of how much... I would rather... So, rather than building on the base on the planet, I would rather work on the base in the asteroid. But rather, working on the base in the asteroid, I would more likely, or I would more like it to work on a big ship. Problem is, making a big ship into content is pretty weird. So, another thing I want you to tell me is, how bad is the background noise and how bad is the echo at the moment? Yesterday I did some work, some woodworking to be able to prop my monitors up, have some space below the monitors. I have drilled some holes into my desk to put some nice things in there where I can lead cables through, and now I have my computer below my desk. The last few years I had it up on my desk, but there it took away a lot of space, and it was noisy, and I wanted to stop that. And I hope that the noisy part is done. The only problem could be the echoey part, because I noticed that, or I have the feeling that everything is a lot more echoey because the PC is not sitting up on the desk anymore. Let me know what you think about that. Good, this is sadly another talky episode, but I'm still not really fit, and again I need to get back into the habit of making I like to talk to my audience. I know that my audience doesn't like that, or some of my audience doesn't like that, but I really like to do that. I like to get opinions out of my audience. I like to get tips out of my audience, and that's why sometimes I need to have really just talky episodes without anything to show, really. Okay, you can go. I think, can I paint this, and can I remove that then? Could be that nothing is close enough for that. Could now modify this thing, bring it into there, and then have it work. But I could also set this up. Good, people, but I think I'm going over the time here. Use grind color 324 100 100. I want you to use ignore color. Never set that up. Fly mode, grind before weld, And then is it set to... Yes, full range. Collect only if... Ah no, push ingot or immediately push items immediately. That's good. Push components immediately. Giddy. No, yes. Everything out of there. Janitor, grind order. That's alright. Sometimes the stuff needs, I don't know what, but maybe the problem that we still could have is that I'm running out of materials. I'm not sure. So we might have to do some... No, we're definitely not running out of materials. So why the hold up? Why are you not doing your work? Give me the area. I will have to end it now. I'm running far too long. See how far you could do that? Why are you not? Something is missing. I'm sure that something is missing. That's all connected up. So I have to see if we have something missing. Good. I will put in more work and we will hopefully see us on Friday. I have to do some work in between and there could be changes coming up on how everything works on this channel. Not sure yet, but that might happen. And we will have to see. Good, people. Thanks for watching. Hope you liked the episode. If you did, then please leave a like on it. And yeah, take a look at the description. There's all the links to all the other stuff. And I hope to see you in the next one. See ya, guys.